Today, to the viewers, my dear fans, Botangrecords is visiting a partner studio in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. And as you can see, you're going to meet a very influential person in the music industry who owns this mighty studio. And he's going to be sharing with us today his story, how he got into music, and the lives that he has impacted so far. As part of the work that Botangrecords is out doing, you have the privilege today to be introduced to the CEO of this great establishment. Today you're going to meet my guest here, and that is no other person but Bryan Steenerson, the CEO of Dastardly Studio here in Minneapolis, USA.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Bryan. It's been a good ride coming over to meet you here at your studio, and I'm really so happy to be here with you.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Martin.
Awesome. So, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
No, I'm doing good, doing good. So, Mr. Bryan, it's been an impromptu visit, but however, I think that your presence in the music industry and what you've done so far, stories like these they really need to be told. So, I think the last time I was here was about May of last year.
Yep.
And since then, I just thought that it's kind of good to always check on your good friends. So, you being the CEO of Dastardly Studios here in Minneapolis, can you just tell me and all the people listening to you, what is the motivation? What motivated you into music, creating music?
I've always been a musician of sorts. I started playing piano when I was about 6 years old, and I played in bands and sang music for probably 20 years. And during that time, I spent a lot of time in recording studios, and eventually I became really interested in the aspect of recording and engineering and sound and audio. So I started recording myself at home and eventually built a small studio in my garage, and that turned into moving out of my garage into a bigger space. And then I had that studio was in St. Paul, and then I started this one with another studio. We combined and opened up Dastardly Records in, boy, I think it was about 8 years ago. So what is that, 2016? About 2017?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a while of hard work, right? Influencing a lot of lives out there.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Talking about music production,
Yep.
who are some of the superstars that you've produced?
Oh, well, of course, Martin and your record label, which is Botangrecords.
Right.
We've done a lot of that music. We've also done stuff with the St. Paul Orchestra. We've had a jazz band in here from New Orleans that came in and recorded. And a big brass band as well. We had a whole bunch of different hip-hop artists and R&B artists that have come in and recorded and sang. We've also had some country music singers. One of the guys from the bluegrass band Trampled by Turtles was in here. Another pop group called Polisa was in the space. And boy, there's nobody's like superstar level, but we've had a lot of great local artists from the Midwest and from the area. We've had an artist from Atlanta too that has come up and recorded with us.
Awesome. So talking about a lot of local artists that have come in, that's part of the community building, right?
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Exactly what you're doing all this work for your community.
Yep.
Which is really, really awesome. And you know, Botangrecords, it's all about promoting African art, cultural music, and we're also trying to engage more with our African community here in Minnesota and beyond. And on this platform, a lot of them today will be listening to you.
Okay.
And especially as you mentioned, you started music at 6. A lot of people out there, they have that passion for music, but really they do not have anybody who is pushing them or encouraging them, you know.
Right.
So what are you going to tell those people who have a lot of passion in them but do not really have someone to push them ahead?
Well, I would say I think the most important thing is just to not ever give up. So you're gonna run into obstacles and you're going to fail. It's going to happen. But the important part is that you just get right back up after that and keep going forward. And I really think that is the most important aspect of it. You know, never give up on yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, you've heard Bryan speak to you. Never you give up. Be resilient. Keep that passion burning in you. There's going to be lots of opportunities coming, and this is also like we just want to let the cat out of the bag that we are actually getting into a partnership where we're going to be bringing even a lot of our African folks out here in Minneapolis, in St. Paul, to really come have that feel of a real professional studio and be able to like give them the boost to be able to record and just do what they love to do for a passion. So I really can appreciate you enough for giving me this opportunity. And guys, I would love for Bryan to tell you how you can contact him directly.
Yeah, we have a website, dastardlyrecords.com. You can contact us through there or through Google, or you can go to Facebook. We have a Facebook page and you can contact us through there as well. Look forward to meeting everybody and working with all of you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And would you mind giving me a little tour of the studio? Just show me a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. I'll follow you around and then...
This is our control room and mix room. We built it ourselves, so we designed all the sound proofing and sound design in here. It's our console. This is the main heart of the studio. This is what all the audio runs through. This came from Washington, D.C., actually, from a studio out there, and is a very good sounding console. Let's take a little walk out. This was our first console we had in the studio, and that was DDA FMR that we recorded on for years until we replaced it and updated it. Let's go out into our lounge area. So here's a lounge, just a / bar area that people can hang out in while others are recording. We also do some podcasting here, so you see we have lights and stuff to set up for podcasts and things like that. There's the restroom, we don't need to see that. Then over here we have our hallway of guitars and instruments and guitar amps. We have quite a collection. Different ones we use for different sounds and different tones for recording. So when you record here, you can use any of these if you want for recording. Then out here is our main tracking room. We have our drum stage for recording drums. We have a baby grand piano, which sounds pretty good. And then we have 2 organs over here. The one's a Hammond B3 and the other's a Hammond M3, I think. And they both sound great. And then we have some other guitar amps and then some more drum sets over here. And then back here we have what we call our Studio B. But this is a mixing room and also podcasting room. So we use it, and also beat making. We use this room for beat making, for some of our final mixing. As you can see the setup, we got quite a bunch of monitors in here for doing all the mixing and watching of the audio's files and the different screens we can put effects on and things. And then all of our keyboard and beat maker selections there. So that's the studio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us this tour, and I think a lot of people from Botangrecords will be bringing a lot of them to these studios to get this full-time experience that a lot of them have never had.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bryan, for having me today, and we look forward to working together in changing lives within our community.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.